Alright, people, so I'm here with a rant on bullshit kids shows. Somebody asked me to do this video, and before I get this video started, I'm not a big watcher of TV, so, and I got my Santa hat on here. It's a New Year's, this thing won't stand up straight, but whatever. It's almost Christmas time, so, I figured I would wear my Santa hat in some of my videos. So anyway, kid shows, I don't watch a lot of TV to begin with, and especially little kid shows, but anyway. I guess I'll give you a brief little timeline of my childhood. I was a big fan of, I still like SpongeBob. SpongeBob, you call me a little child, but I still think SpongeBob every once in a while. It's fun to watch SpongeBob. Even if it's a repeat episode. I mean, when you watch SpongeBob, I've watched it so much, my childhood, that I know every fucking line. And Drake and Josh too is another funny show. A lot of good funny moments in that one. I remember, this isn't really a kid show, but George Lopez was funny too. I remember watching it at 2 in the morning. It would be on at Nick at Night, and that's a funny show too. Really funny show right there. And then you flash over to Disney Channel, which has total mind control, brainwashing, pretty much. Where they're just glorifying the Obamas. I mean, they got Michelle Obama in one of the episodes, bringing back some kid's mom from the Navy or something to visit her child. Acting like Obama. Oh, she's so sweet. She's so sweet. And then they got a guy dressed up, an actor as Obama, holding a dog. Oh, how cute. The Obamas are so nice. They're so nice, funding ISIS. Oh, yes. They're, so great spying on you. They're so nice people, aren't they, little children? All these little children who think the Obamas are just so nice people. They don't realize they're bringing this country down, leaving the borders open. The Obamas are just great. I love the Obamas. I watch my TV. I hear Jamie Foxx call Obama Lord and Savior. He's the Lord and Savior, people. He's the, this is the second coming of Jesus, people. Obama's come down from the heavens to save America. He's a great person. Just totally, open our borders, fund ISIS. Just, he's Jesus Christ, people. He's the second coming of Jesus Christ. Jamie Foxx is right when he calls him Lord and Savior. And if you dislike him, you're a racist. And if you dislike Hillary, you're against women. So there you go, people. There's your will right there. There's your typical liberal right there. Maybe not typical, but a lot of liberals, a lot of people. Oh, you dislike Obama? You're against black. So or you're racist. So anyway, let me get back to the point in hand. There's a lot of just brainwashing on the Disney Channel to brainwash our children with that witch, Michelle Obama, who wants to tell us what we can eat. I'm a very healthy person. I don't like to eat high fructose corn syrup, aspartame, don't drink pop, don't eat candy, don't eat chips. I'm really healthy. Alright? Don't drink fluoride. Oh, that's another thing. They put the fluoride in your water, which lowers IQ and causes cancer. Mainstream news reports on that. A lot of mainstream news reports on that. Harvard even, says it lowers IQ. So yeah, that's not another great thing that government does for us. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a very healthy person. But you should be able to eat what you want. You have a right to put whatever the fuck you want inside your body, because my body is my property. Alright? My body, I could do whatever I want to my body, except abortion, because abortion is murder. But I could take drugs if I should be able to take drugs, drink alcohol, eat unhealthy food, cigarettes, whatever, because it's my body, it's my property. I could fuck up my life if I want. And they're like, oh, it's a moral code, you should have morals. The government does not have a right to tell us what's moral or not. That's our decision, what we put in our body, alright? The government should not socially engineer people, and they should not tell people what's moral or not. But anyway, a lot of just stupid shows on TV, I see people just going crazy over fucking, Charlie Brown and shit. I'm not a big fan of Charlie Brown. Oh, and as you can see, my dog's here joining me in my video, so. But Charlie Brown, it's always on during Christmas. I don't see the point in Charlie Brown. I don't even think he talks. Does he even talk or not? I don't even fucking know. I don't watch these shows, but, Like a lot of these just idiotic kids shows are just, and in the movies too. Like I heard about this movie where a snail gets inside a fucking truck and gets some superpower or whatever. Well, what the fuck kind of storyline is that for a movie? And then you got like Frozen or whatever. Like Frozen, what kind of movie is that? You know, like it sounds like a stupid. Like if it's not a exciting concept, I'm not gonna go see the fucking movie. I mean Frozen. What the fuck is I don't even know what it was about, and it was like one of the top movies. At least most movies, you know what the fuck they're about. But there's so many stupid kids movies now, and our children are so, you know, just focused on stupid kids, you know, kids shows, and so, you know, just brainwashed by pop culture and taught that you don't have to be politically active. You don't have to care about real issues. All you gotta do is watch TV. That's what's cool. That's what's hip. Watch sports. Watch pop culture. But the real issues are, you know, like criminals running rampant around because our kids and everybody in America is so just fixed on TV or sports or pop culture or entertainment that they aren't awake to the real shit that's going on in our world. Alright? So, you know, people, you just gotta wake up. Stop watching these bullshit kid shows. I mean, it's alright to watch these shows every once in a while, but not excessively. We should have priorities, and stupid kids shows should be at the bottom of the list. Alright? And there's a lot of there's a lot of good kid shows to watch, I think. I think we should be watching, you know, like Family Guy. What a retarded ass show. I haven't watched Family Guy, you know, just teaching. You know, I just don't like all these shows that fucking promote all these bad values, like Family Guy. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of video games, war video games. I don't play those, like Call of Duty, that just promote war and act like it's some great thing. I'm not a big fan of those games. I'm not a big fan of just things that promote, you know, anti-family, you know, Second Amendment, with Comedy Central doing their anti-Second Amendment skit where they have like one of the founding fathers or somebody's like, do you think in the future maybe somebody will get a more high-powered gun or better technologically advanced when they're acting like they're writing the Constitution? And one guy's like, oh no, it's, you know, it's a joke, or, you know, he's laughing about it. And then like one of the founding fathers comes back from the you know, in the future or something, and starts shooting everybody with some machine gun, like just totally demonizing the Second Amendment, you know, and they're, you know, all these shows promoting drug use, promoting violence, promoting sexual assault, promoting all these horrible, heinous crimes. And I hear there's this new show on ABC, How to Get Away with Murder. Why the fuck would you put that on TV, How to Get Away with Murder? I mean, it's almost aiding murderers. I mean, like, why, as a producer, I mean, I guess you should be allowed to do it because it is the First Amendment, but as a producer, why the fuck would you put out a TV show titled How to Get Away with Murder when murderers are going to watch it and then find out how to get away with murder? That is the most retarded ass idea TV show I've ever heard of. How do you morally do that? You know? Just all these brainwashing TV shows that are out to brainwash us and to change our minds about certain things and to get us to go along with the system, with the establishment. So I'm tired of all these TV shows that suck and that promote horrible values, and all these kids shows that kids watch, and, you know, they shouldn't be watching because, you know, they promote, like, suicide even too. Like, I just don't like it, people. I don't like kids watching, you know, with their underdeveloped brains, watching shows that promote all this violence. I mean, I know kids should be growing up faster nowadays, but like if you have a 5-year-old watching somebody get fucking sexually assaulted or committed suicide, I mean, that's where you gotta cut the line. But I mean, once they get kind of older into middle school, I mean, I think it's pretty much anything goes. You know, kind of, I guess. Again, I think our kids should be growing up faster and maturing faster, but we should not be, you know, 5-year-olds or 6-year-olds or 7-year-olds shouldn't be watching shows that promote bad values and shit like that. Even like 10-year-olds or 11-year-olds, I mean, their brains aren't advanced yet, so when they see somebody, you know, promoting, like on music, they see people promoting drugs and promoting violence. I mean, then they get the mindset that it's cool to be violent. It's cool to break the law. It's not cool to break the law. All right, people. The Ruthless Ranter is saying it's not cool to break the law. All right, it's not cool to get out and get high or go out and get drunk. That's not cool, people. Being awake is cool. Knowing what's going on in the world is cool. Not getting high on weed or crack or whatever. That's not cool. How is that cool? How is stealing from somebody cool? How can you morally do that? I don't do that. All right? I'm not for breaking laws unless they're unjust or unconstitutional. Then you could break a law. Like when they're making it illegal to give food to the poor people. Then it's okay to break that law. But it's not okay to steal, murder. You should be allowed to smoke drugs, do drugs, but it's not. You shouldn't do it. It should be legal, but you shouldn't do it. All right, so there you go, people. It's not cool to do bad things to your body or to other people. All right, it's cool to be generous. It's cool to be a good person. It's cool to be a caring, loving person that just wants freedom and the truth in this world. So there you go, people. There's my rant on TV shows for kids, and also a rant kind of on just the whole culture that's promoting all this horrible shit that kids watch and probably get embedded in their brains and then go out and do in the future. So, and Rick Ross, too, was also talking on the Alex Jones show about how hip-hop is brainwashing everybody and creating a violent culture among black people. I believe he said black people. So, all this stuff in the pop culture is really brainwashing everybody into, being bad people. So there you go, people. There's my rant on bullshit kid shows, and also just pop culture and entertainment in general. So there you go, people.